Hey there, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Nerdable Podcast. Your hosts, Abel and David, here for another week, and I am so glad we haven't recorded, David,
I know.
because we have a crap ton to cover today, and it's strictly all Pokemon and some Pokemon Go. So yesterday was Pokemon Presents, and they dropped bombshells on us with the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. There's so much to dissect and theorize about on there. And we'll get into our favorite stuff of it at the end once we cover it all. But before we get into it, we'll start off with Pokemon Go stuff just because I only have a couple of things with Pokemon Go. So, with Pokemon Go, there is going to be a special global challenge that kicks off alongside Pokemon Go Fest on Friday, August 5th at 8 a.m. It says you can participate from anywhere in the world. And so, let's see. That is, you'll be able to join forces of trainers around the world to complete field research to unlock the following: 2 times Stardust for catching Pokemon during the remainder of the global challenge period, ending on Sunday, August 7th at 8 p.m. Ultra Unlock Bug Out from Wednesday, August 10th at 10 a.m. to Tuesday, August 16th, 8 p.m. local time. Ultra Unlock Galgarian Zigzagoon Community Day on Saturday, August 13th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then there's a collection challenge Friday, August 5th from 8 a.m. to August 7th, 8 p.m. A selection of Pokemon appearing at Pokemon Go Fest Sapporo will also appear in the wild around the world. Keep an eye out for Paris, Bellsprout, Hoppip, Sunkern, Sunshine, Form, Cherim, and Cottony during the event. Catch them all to complete this collection challenge. That's annoying because I have all of those.
Same, and I don't like any of them.
I don't either. I catch them for Stardust and I release them, like transfer them.
Basically, what I do too.
I hate them, but I'll complete it just so I can complete the challenge. But that's kind of annoying, actually. So I briefly mentioned the Pokemon Go Bug Out event, and so that is going to be held on August 10th, like I said. So some Pokemons that are debuting during this are going to be Grubbin, uh, Charjabug, and Vikavolt. They're making their appearance. You can use 25 Grubbin candy to evolve Grubbin into Charjabug. While you're near an active magnetic lure module, you can use 100 Grubbin candy to evolve Charjabug into Vikavolt. I cannot say those. Mega Scizor comes in. You could also encounter a shiny one. They say get ready for every bug catcher's dream. Gross. A collection challenge from featuring bug type Pokemon. Complete the challenge to receive the bug catcher pose and 15,000 XP. I'll be playing for that. The pose will also be available for purchase in the in-game shop after the event. There's different days you can get different Pokemon, like different bug Pokemon like Wurmple, Spinarak, Venipede, Ladybug. Again, 2-time XP for nice throws, great throws, excellent throws. And then I think that the Mega Raids will have Mega Scizor, 5-star raids will have Genesect, Chill Drive, and 3-star raids will have Venomoth, Pinsir, Fortress, Shuckle. I'm not really that excited about any of those either. To be honest, I'm not really excited with any of that.
I'm not really a bug Pokemon fan, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I do like Sizer or Scizor, however you want to say it. I do like him. Pokemon Go, I use him quite a bit, just because his like a charge attacks and everything are so fast, so I can get a lot of damage in quickly. But they're just so weak against so much stuff.
They really are. My favorite bug Pokemon is Heracross, but other than that, I don't really like anything else.
Yeah, and I use Heracross too, but I don't really care for Pokemon like bug Pokemon that much either. So all right, so that's really all the Pokemon Go I wanted to cover. Now we're getting into the big bulk of the show. It's all Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So again, yesterday was the Pokemon community. I'm sorry, the what is it called? I just blanked out.
Pokemon Prison.
presents, yeah, Community Day. I'm thinking Pokemon Go. Uh, presents, and they talked about like all their little games, like Unite and some other ones that I don't play.
Pokemon Cafe.
Yeah, like who cares, right? And then they saved Scarlet and Violet for the very end. Thank God I could just fast forward it because I didn't care about any of the other stuff. And we were welcomed to the new region, Paldea. So it's going to be the Paldean region. We saw we saw the starter Pokemon again. That wasn't a surprise. It did make me think though that I think I'm gonna stick with the water type Quaxley. Uh,
Yeah,
just because Sprigatito, whatever. I don't grass Pokemon. I like the way it looks, but grass Pokemon just suck sometimes, most of the time. They're
it's
like
just
bugs.
weird to have a grass cat. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and then Coco. I like Coco, but it's not for me. A lot of it's going to depend, honestly, on the final evolution.
And I wonder when we're gonna find that out.
Probably in, I would say, a couple months or a month or so. I think they gave us a lot to live off of for a little while.
They did.
So, let's see. Where do I want to start, man? There's so much. I guess we can start with the basics of you can actually. There's going to be a lot more flexibility in the way you look when it comes to the Paldea region. So this comes from Pokemon Global News. Basically, all of my articles today come from Pokemon Global News. Um, they say arrange your looks and hairstyle to freely change your appearance. In Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, you can now make changes to your character's eye shape, mouth shape, and more to look the way you want to look. You can, of course, change your hairstyle, hair color, and eyebrows at salons too, so you look your best when you're on your treasure hunt. We're going to talk about that in a bit. Use all sorts of items to make your uniform fit you, ranging from short sleeves and shorts to warm blazers. The Academy has 4 different kinds of uniforms in total. Additionally, you can collect a wide variety of accessories from boutiques, wear your favorite items, and try out different styles along the way on your adventure. Or David, do you like to like change your outfit and look and stuff, or do you normally just not change that?
I mean, I did it in Sword and Shield quite a bit. Like, I think I wore different jerseys depending. I could never get the fire jersey, so I just wore Ghost most of my like adventure. 'Cause I couldn't never get fire. It just never was in the shop for me. I don't know why.
Mm. Well, uh, I I do change my looks quite a bit. Um, but like Pokemon Sword and Shield, I haven't really played it that much since I beat the league. Like I'm the champion now, so I'm like, I could just really do like the after stuff and then like just like catch fill Pokedex. But I'm not really like I don't really get into that much. Honestly, I'm like more like a battle. I like to battle. So I don't know, but speaking of battling, now we'll be able to enjoy Pokemon with friends. In Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, you can trade and battle with trainers all over the world by using a feature called the Poke Portal. Use the Nintendo Switch's system, local wireless, to connect with people nearby, or use an internet connection to interact with people from all over the world. You can enjoy co-op play with the Union Circle. Your adventure is bound to be more enjoyable by playing with friends, cooperating to beat terror Pokemon in terror raid battles, and sometimes even testing your skills against each other. Additionally, with the new Union Circle feature added to the Poke Portal, you and up to 3 friends can adventure together in the same space, cheering each other on as you battle wild Pokemon or showing each other the Pokemon that walk along with you. So there's no single way to use the Union Circle. You can wander around together, spend time with your friends how you want to, coordinate with your friends. You can, again, battle with each other, adventure by barreling through the open fields of Paldea Region with up to 3 friends. What are your thoughts about this Union Circle and the Poke Portal?
I'm curious to see like if this is gonna eliminate version exclusives. Like, can you go to their version of like the Pokemon, kind of like the way Animal Crossing is, and
Mm-hmm.
just catch their version exclusives?
That's a good question. I wonder if they'll answer that. One thing we didn't like, one of the very first things that they said in the Pokemon Presents was this is like their very first official open world game.
Yeah.
That's going to be very interesting because the map of the region looks extremely big. I'm
It
like,
does.
I hope it is not all grass and field and just like Pokemon catching.
I wonder what the map's gonna look like. I wonder if they're just gonna copy and paste Breath of the Wild again.
Yeah, I know, because I don't know. I read a lot of stuff about that online. I'm not touching that. Um, let's see. Pokemon. All right. So Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, you can now there'll be outdoor Pokemon centers because the region is so large. They're gonna have them throughout the map. Um, you don't have to walk into anywhere. You can actually kind of pull up to one. We saw that in the trailer. I thought that Pokemon Center looked really cool. It kind of gave me like a 50s diner vibe, actually, though. Um, so let's see. You can actually buy Pokeballs and items there. Let's see. Anything groundbreaking? Trainers can easily find Pokemon centers even from far away. Pokemon centers light up at night, and each of them has a Pokeball sign on the roof. Kind of traditional,
Mm.
but it, it seems like they're really kind of breaking a lot of the things that we come to know about from Pokemon.
Hopefully you're able to change your team like just randomly, like just out in the open. That'd be something new that I would want to see.
Yeah. And then what I do like, and we're gonna get now into the Terra raids and those terrestrialized Pokemon. So basically, guys, if you haven't watched the trailer, these are like another form. How would you explain it, David?
Kind of like Mega Evolution, and then what was the new one that just came out with Sword and Shield? Uh, Gigamax, right?
Mm-hmm.
That, and then just all those, like
Like
the
Gigantamax or whatever. Like
Gigantamax was the version, yeah. Just like the version, the region exclusive evolution.
yeah. And so let's see. When a Pokemon terrestrializes, that's a hard word to say. A Terra Jewel appears above the Pokemon's head like a crown, and the Pokemon's body glistens like a cut gemstone. It's said that the terrestrial energy, terrestrial energy, I can't say the word. I am so tired. Energy that seeps from the ground of the Paldea region is involved in the phenomenon. Many details remain unclear, but Professor Seda and Professor Turo are researching this mystery. It seems very much like the Gigantamax, and very much like what was that in the Arceus? What was in Arceus?
Um, Alpha Pokemon.
Alpha. It seems like very much like that, right? Like very much like that, and like they're researching that, and then it's like a blend of that and Sword and Shield as well. How Sword and Shield you go into like the different wells and like you know kind of get the power or whatever it's called, and so it's like I don't know. It seems very like they've been working or thinking about this for a long time.
Pretty much. And we kind of saw it coming when we like the trailer first came out and they kind of saw the star and they didn't know what it meant.
Yeah, and the cool thing is though is that all Pokemon Paldea region can terrestrialize to gain special power that will help their HP. Uh, First, each Pokemon has a Terra type. A Pokemon Terra type is inactive until the Pokemon terrestrializes, at which time the Pokemon type will change to its Terra type. For example, some Eevee will have a normal Terra type, but some other Eevee have a flying Terra type. That's interesting because we were just talking about possible evolutions. Uh, there are 18 total types, meaning there are countless combinations of Pokemon and Terra types. So I also saw that Eevee can change into like water or grass. I'm like, that's basically Vaporeon and Leafy. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, is that really that exciting? I don't know. What do you
It'll be
think about
interesting
the?
to see. I
Are
think
you
it'll be
excited about
interesting just
that?
because I am honestly because it's interesting to see that some Pokemon are gonna be random. So I wonder if that's gonna be like the new thing of hunting. Like people want shiny Pokemon. Now are people gonna want Pokemon that terrestrialize like to a random type?
Yeah. So uh, I like it. I really do. I've just seen a lot of people hating on it online. I'm just like, y'all, like, ugh, it's so
I mean,
annoying.
it could make Pokemon immune to other stuff when you think about it. Like what if you get like Pikachu does flying now. So like it'll be weird to see how people like I don't know, I think it'll be interesting now that Pikachu can be a flying type.
Yeah. For our viewers, we're sharing my screen right now with some um, pictures, photos, screenshots that we saw from the trailer. So there's an Eevee. We've got Sprigato. I don't know. That's an interesting look. I like Fuecoco. I'm not gonna lie.
That one looks very chandelier type,
Yeah, I like that. Ah, okay. Quaxley, obsessed.
little water fountain.
Yeah, and so there's Quaxley, Eevee, the normal type. It looks like Eevee's just wearing a giant diamond ring
A giant ring.
on his head, honestly. Eevee water type. I wonder if all the water types are gonna look like that. Like a little fountain kind of.
Possibly,
Like,
maybe we'll see
you
like
know?
some random ones. Use looks a little different.
Well, because look at this grass type and Sprigatito, whatever, had the same flowers on its head as well. So I wonder if that's what it's gonna kind of be. That'll be interesting to see. It's also interesting. It's gonna be like how people like when battling. It's like how you will build a team around that.
If if that'll
You know?
affect it.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the raid. So I'm like, I can't wait for that. It's gonna be so much fun.
'Cause you can find I think in one of them they showed Gardevoir and it had what was their terrorization? And it was something weird.
I remember reading that online because I actually like Gardevoir. I don't remember what it
It
is,
was
but
something totally out of right field for Gardevoir, like, 'cause Gardevoir wasn't psychic or anything. It was
mm,
somewhere just random. I don't know what the typing was, but it was just interesting to see how the Pokemon can be any sort of type when it comes to that.
yeah, I think that's interesting. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. It's also interesting that every single Pokemon can do this.
I think it'll
Hmm.
change some stuff up, honestly, to see what will come from it. I don't know, I'm excited to see. I hope they have White Cocoa with different terrorizations than just fire.
I doubt it. Maybe it's Final Evolution.
Maybe. I wanna know what it's gonna look like as a final evolution.
They're not going to tell us they hate us.
But what if I don't wanna go solely based on his pre-evolution and his evolution sucks.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see. Um, so now we are moving into the legendary Pokemon Koraidon and Miraidon. How do you say this damn thing? Miraidon,
Miraidon, yeah.
Miraidon, and Koraidon. So during your adventure, you will meet a legendary Pokemon, either Koraidon or Miraidon, and it will join you on your journey. Koraidon and Miraidon are full of mystery and are said to have the power that far surpasses that of other Pokemon. It seems that they have even more forms than those we've already discovered. These Pokemon are capable of changing their forms to better suit what they're doing or what terrain they're traveling over. So you can ride these legendary Pokemon to embark on an unrestricted adventure. You can ride the legendary Pokemon to traverse the expansive Paldea region and explore every nook and cranny together. Sprint through plains and deserts, move across water, scale cliffs, cross hills, and glide off peaks. Enjoy a fresh and liberating adventure that only an open world can provide. Meet a variety of people and Pokemon alongside your legendary Pokemon and seek out the mysteries that await you in Paldea. There's sprinting build slash drive mode. There's like, so basically they'll look like a motorcycle or kind of like transform to like wheel like rings. Spring swimming build or aquatic mode. That's basically like swim, swim. Hello, gliding build and glide mode. That's flying. Uh, and then again, you can jump from mountains and do all this kind of stuff. I'm going to share my screen again because there are some cool images here that I like. And this little guy, someone commented, so we're looking at the two legendary Pokemon. The characters are riding them, and someone commented it with Professor Oak. This sickens me.
I think it's kinda weird that I forgot how to say it. Is it Radeon or the red one? I think it's weird that he has wheels, but he uses his hands to like go
Well,
everywhere.
because it's like past and future.
True, but still, I don't know why they gave him wheels and
Hmm.
just like not using them. He's just like I'm just gonna use my hands. I think that just makes it funny. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know. Look at like this guy's chilling on his, and so like a lot of the thing is like people are commenting right here like, what's the point of wheels if it just runs?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
And the next comment has a guy of Fred the Flintstone or whatever. And
It's true.
people, stupid idea. Why does it need tires when it runs on all fours?
That's true. That's what I'm
I
trying to.
I get like that why that's a question, but like why are these people so angry about it?
Because it's so weird. Like it's like, oh, let's give
This
this
guy
thing
too,
wheels, but
him this the other legendary as well.
but he puts his legs away whenever he rides, so he'll like tuck them into his
But
body, and
why does he have wheels if he has legs?
I don't know. Technically, he doesn't use his legs though. He just kind of like tucks them in and then he goes. So I mean, he's
Because
being practical. He's really using his wheels. He's like, I'm gonna use my wheels and not walk.
I like the way this guy looks, this legendary, climbing the mountain, like climbing. I'm not a big fan of this. I think this is from Scarlet, right? This is the legendary for
That one's a violet.
Violet. Yeah, sorry, the other one's Scarlet.
See, he tucks his hands in and he just kind of uses his
So you're getting Violet and I'm getting Scarlet.
yeah. But I'm gonna be mad the whole
Because
time because he's not using his wheels. See, he even swims with his hands. Like, what's the point?
I mean, look at him. The guy from Violet has his hands and he's in the water and he still has wheels.
But he tucks them in. So he's being practical. He's like, no, I'm not gonna use my legs.
That's dumb. That's dumb. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. It's cool. It's a different take on legendaries. People are so angry though. I don't get why someone is so mad over something so stupid.
They're getting triggered by the fact that he has wheels and doesn't use them.
I'm triggered by human beings. Oh my god. I am though not triggered by the new Pokemon that we saw. So I'm gonna share my screen again because we see our some new Pokemon. There's one that I'm obsessed with. First of all, it's a fairy type, and I love fairy Pokemon. Um, so we see Fido. It
Fido.
Fido. It's a puppy Pokemon. Its fairy characteristics are puffs up its elastic skin to appear bigger and intimidate opponents. Yeast and breath for cooking. Abilities own tempo. Honestly, when I first saw it, I thought it was gonna be electric, just because like the yellow. I was like,
Basically,
oh, it's another. It's like another. What is that Pokemon? It looks just like that other Pokemon.
what?
Um,
Yapper.
what? Yeah, yeah, it looks just like that.
I thought it was gonna be normal, but I didn't know fairy type was gonna be it. But he's just like
I
a
know.
giant ball of dough.
I thought they were getting rid of fairy type. I don't know where I read that. That I thought fairy type was like going away, and I'm like, no, because I love fairy type. But then this is the next one we're gonna talk about is David's favorite that he cannot wait to get. It's Paldean Wooper.
It doesn't make any sense to me.
So it is a poison fish Pokemon that is poison and ground. Characteristics cover their heavy bodies with a poisonous film, moves slowly, shoots powerful poisonous liquids from their gills. Ability is Poison Point and Water Absorb. It's basically Wooper from every other region, but brown
Yeah, and he's just poisonous now.
and poisonous. And then his like gills are purple instead of blue because they're
Basically,
poison.
and he was brown.
So David can't wait to catch him.
This was like the least. It was like the least effort Pokemon put into Wooper. They're like, let's just cannot color him a different color.
I can't wait to see the other Paldean region like Pokemon.
Hopefully, they're more apparent. Been seeing stuff about Mankey and stuff. That'll be interesting.
Oh, that's exciting. Um, this guy I'm obsessed with because I also like Ice Pokemon. It's a Titan. category is a Terra whale Pokemon. That's interesting. It does not look like a whale to me, but cool. The
No,
the type is ice. Characteristics: tough muscles, immense body, powerful physical attack, and the ability is thick fat for snowy regions at slush rush. I guess it kind of looks like a whale now that I'm looking at it a little bit. But do
kind of.
whales don't have feet?
No, they don't.
I'm like, they swim. They're in the ocean.
Wailord doesn't have feet,
But this guy is a did I Terra whale? It has
but
a feet.
Wailord does float for some reason. Don't forget that Wailord can fly somehow.
I hate it here.
Pokemon doesn't make sense.
I hate it here. Why do they do this to us? So we meet some new characters like Director Clavel, um, who gives players an independent study assignment, the treasure hunt. What do you think the treasure hunt is?
Maybe it's like One Piece, and we have to find a treasure.
It's giving me very much legend like vibes. Very much. With like the professor and the it's like they're merging legends and the traditional Pokemon games together.
Maybe. That's what I think it could be. I'm curious, maybe it's like an evolution exclusive, kind of like whenever you Mega Evolve, you get that little bracelet that has stuff in it.
Mhm. So that's interesting because the whole like treasure hunt thing was interesting because they also said in the story in the trailer it's like the story can unfold the way you want it and there's three different storylines waiting for you. So that's interesting to me because it's like we have you can go the traditional like gym route, like the just go to the gyms, and the thing that's cool about that is that you don't have to beat one gym before you go to the other gym. You can pick and choose whatever gym you want to go to. My thing with that is how do you think that's going to go with like the levels? Because in a traditional game, as we all know, as you proceed through the game, it gets increasingly harder, right? The Pokemon are higher leveled. So how do you, and then that same thing with the read like areas, like usually the farther in the game you get, the higher level the Pokemon the wild are.
So I was
So
reading something like about, I don't know if you ever watched those. It's on YouTube. It's like the Pokemon Generations, I think it's called. It's like a YouTube like spin-off, and it's like Brock is one of the gym leaders, and the character that you're following is basically like the character from the video games. And he walks in, and Brock says, "Okay, since you don't have any gym badges, I only use these two Pokemon." And kind of like this door pops up, or like this pop-up thing, and it's six Pokeballs, and he only picks two. So basically, they're saying it's going to be like that. Basically, if you had more gym badges when you went to go see Brock, he would use a different set of like a different team. So that could be how it goes. Like they could have a different team depending on how many badges you already have, type
that's
of thing.
interesting. That's interesting that they set it up like that.
Hmm.
It's I bet you they did that. It's like just because people like me asking this question.
They probably like hinted at that when they made those shows, and they just kind of didn't wait for people to like put it all together. I guess.
Mhm. That's pretty cool though. So we know about the you can go the traditional gym route, then you can do this whole like treasure hunt thing, and but they, I don't think I caught it. They didn't mention the third route, like the third way you can.
I think it's like supposed to be a surprise. Maybe it's the treasure hunt.
But no, that's the second one. It's the battling, the
Oh,
treasure hunt, and then
maybe it
is it
can be
just
like a con.
is it just maybe like exploring and catching Pokemon?
Maybe like the Arceus route, or like maybe it can be like a contest winner, like in the other Pokemon
Oh, I didn't like
region.
that.
No,
Mm-mm. Another character that we meet is Arvin. A friend of the main character is an upperclassman who's good at cooking and researching healthy recipes that can help Pokemon feel better. Oh,
I feel like
I
he's
know.
just Brock with longer hair,
I was about to say that. Why do they always have to have somebody that's older and knows how to cook?
so you don't starve.
I don't feed my Pokemon anyway. I
It's
just
hard
give
out
them
here.
potions. I'm just like, here's drugs. Take them. Don't. Here's a screenshot of the new Pokemon Center. this is I actually really like. Look at the background. Like the guys for listeners, it is like I don't know. It is so detailed.
I like it. Just feels
You do,
like
you do
I
like it
wonder
or
if
you don't?
things are just gonna like come out. Yeah, I like it honestly. I feel like things are just gonna like come out of the bushes and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Same. They're gonna come kill us like in Arceus. I was like, damn, these
Yeah,
Pokemon are aggressive as fuck.
no need.
Like Paris and Arceus, I can't fucking stand Paris. They like fucking hate me.
I don't understand either. I don't think Paris would be that aggressive.
They are. They're fucking rude. I hate them. Like honestly, like why the fuck do they fucking hunt me down to the edge of the earth? Ghastly's the same way. Like you'll be like walking through Arceus, and all of a sudden, the motherfucker pops up, wants to kill you.
He just like disappears too.
Yeah, I am excited. We're looking at screenshots still from the thing. About this flying Pikachu.
I do like flying Pikachu. I'm curious to what he's gonna do. But the balloons that are made of diamonds, he can't fly with those. They're too heavy.
Oh my god, David.
Be practical, Pokemon. Let's be real over here. Let's use
So
logic.
you can get the special flying Pikachu by purchasing Pokemon Scarlet, Pokemon Violet early, and you'll receive it as a gift. Pikachu knows the move Fly, which normally cannot learn. I'll be buying it early.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Pikachu to fly everywhere. We're just gonna float on balloons.
Oh my! Instead of using your
Bird
legendary.
Pokemon, yeah, we're just gonna use Pikachu. We're just gonna float everywhere on balloons. We'll get
So
there slowly.
so then like the legendary thing again. Uh, uh, do we get to get them early?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, do we get to catch them? And like, do
And
we
you
even
just
get to use them in battle?
yeah, like a lot of people online are saying that you get them early, but you can't use them like their battle forms.
Well, that makes no sense to me.
I was thinking like if you can just like ride every Pokemon, like they can't be the only Pokemon that do that.
Yeah.
Then you could just technically one of your other Pokemon can do that for you.
Hmm.
But then it's like if you have Fuecoco, how are you gonna ride it? How do you get on Fuecoco?
That's a good question.
Doesn't make sense. I
It
need
doesn't,
answers,
but
Pokemon Company.
maybe his final evolution is like another motorcycle
with feet and
with feet.
wheels, legs
Yeah,
and wheels, your favorite.
basically.
Um, so I don't know. There's so many like unanswered things that kind of annoy me, but it's also exciting. Um,
Everybody wants to know if Sprigatito is still going to stay on 4 legs or he's going to go on 2 legs.
you want to know, not
Everybody
everybody.
wants to know.
You want to
This
know.
is a burning question.
It's a
Everyone's going to protest if he goes on 2 legs.
oh god. All right. So I want to share my screen again because now we're talking about the pre-order. So this comes out on November. Is it 17th? I think
I think
18th.
18th. 18th.
18th. There's depending on where you pre-order from, there's so many pre-order gifts that are being released right now. So I'm only gonna talk about a couple of them. So there's this one. If you order, this is actually I was kind of salty about this because only from Micromania in France, if you order this, um, you get this little Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley figure if you order from them, and it's only in France. I'm kind of feeling away about that because I want that for my desk.
I'm going to go to France and buy it over there and come back.
Uh, just for this,
Just for that.
and then if you order from Nintendo eShop, you can get. You have to order it by February. I'm sorry. You can redeem these by February 28th, 2023. You'll receive an adventure set with 10 potions, 5 full heals, 3 revives, 3 aethers, 1 rare candy, 1 nugget. So you got to order by, I don't know. This is so confusing. Oh, yeah. So you order by February 28th, and then you can use it until March 7th. So it's technically
Mhm.
not a pre order because it's just if you order it, you know what I mean? Like online, I
You
guess. And
buy
that's normally what I would do. That's normally what I would do, normally. And then you get this in-game backpack that will be given to those who pre-order from Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. If you order from, if you're in the U.S. and Canada, from Pokemon Center website, and the UK and Japan if you order from Amazon. So, what are your thoughts about these? Just a few of these pre-orders. Do you know where you're going to pre-order from? Have you seen a pre-order, David, that you think is cool?
Not yet, but honestly, we never get any cool in US. They're like, here, you can buy the shirt. If you pre-order, you can get the shirt in the game. It's like, okay, but why can't I have the statue?
I know, and then it's like also like you want to kind of support like a local game shop that's going to have it, but it's like, what are they going to give me?
You're like, you get to just
You get to get
come.
it. You get
Yeah.
to get it.
What can we offer you?
Oh my god. But I don't know. What are you most excited for, or what were you most excited for with after seeing the Pokemon Presents?
Honestly, I like the terrorization just because I think it's randomized by what type you can get, and I'm kind of curious to see if all the theories are right and we're gonna get a new Eevee, or it's just lies and we're not gonna get a new Eevee. We have to
it's
wait.
just it's just lies. To be fair, Pokemon Company has not said you're gonna get a new Eevee.
No, but according to Twitter, people are saying that there might be because they're just randomly posting Espeon and Umbreon. So
Uh,
why
wasn't
else would you post them if you're
wasn't
not gonna get a new
Sylveon
evolution?
wasn't Sylveon the last one?
Yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I don't know.
unless
I
they're just
also
bored.
You're so salty about not getting an Eevee that no one's even confirmed, and we don't even know if we're getting it or not. You're already salty.
I'm just curious. We haven't gotten a new Eevee since when? Gen 7, maybe?
Yeah.
6?
When was Sylveon?
Was it 6? I felt like 5,
Because
7, 6 or 7.
we didn't get one in Sword and Shield, right? No.
No.
And Arceus, we sure as hell didn't get one. Because that's not that wasn't considered a mainstream game, like a main
So we
story.
haven't had an Eevee since Gen 6 because that was Sylveon.
Like, what are they making us wait for?
I don't know. They just hate us. Well, Umbreon and Espeon came out in the same gen.
Yeah. What if they do like a triple, like a trio?
I mean, they did it. They did it again. Didn't Leafeon and Flareon and Glaceon come out at the same time?
Well, it was just them two though. It was the original three. It was Eevee, the original three.
Hmm.
What? Leafeon, Glaceon, Umbreon, Espeon, and then Sylveon.
Yeah. So it
So,
was.
so
So
what if they?
Leafeon and Glaceon were Gen 5. Sylveon was Gen 6. And then the original three were Gen 1. And
Yeah.
Espeon and Umbreon were Gen 3.
So what if we get a trio, like a three? Because it's like it's a big year for Pokemon still.
Hmm.
They've had so much happening, and so what if they do that? I would probably scream, shout, yell, cry. Um, I was screaming when this trailer came out, and I was at work on a conference call, and David's like, "Oh, and Eevee." I'm like, "Don't fucking say nothing about Eevee. Don't." I was like, "I'm gonna fucking scream right now." And then I was screaming, and I'm like, I don't know what I would do if it actually happened.
a new Sylveon, a new
Like if
Eevee.
we got like dragon, flying, and bug or something.
I think it would be like ground, steel, and like something
Ground and
else.
steel are too similar, I feel.
I mean, it would, probably.
I really want dragon. I really want that.
I want flying so you can fly on Eevee. You don't have to use flying Pokemon.
But the flying Eevee would have legs too.
Would he though?
Yeah, he would.
How would he fly though? Would his wings be on his ears or how?
It's like Vaporeon. It swims, but it has legs, but it has a tail.
That's
Make it make
true.
sense. Make it make sense. None of it makes sense now. Now that we're thinking about it.
It really doesn't. They're just like, oh, we're just gonna give everything legs just in case.
just in case.
We're giving them
Uh,
options.
yeah, I think I'm most looking forward to the possibility of like of an EV and then the battle raids and then open world, like a truly open world. Like I feel like Arceus is overwhelming sometimes because there's so much to do. Like with all the side quests, that's kind of why I quit playing because I'm like I get overwhelmed because I'm like I feel like I need to finish it all, and it's like there you never fucking finish that game.
You know what I just discovered? You know that Serperion, which is Snivy's final evolution, actually has arms, but nobody ever knew.
Really?
Yeah, he has arms.
That's stupid.
Giving him options, I guess.
Oh, this Pokemon company doesn't make sense.
They don't.
Um, other than that, I know there's probably some Pokemon TCG stuff because there always is, but today we really just wanted to talk about literally the whole 40 minutes was Scarlet and Violet shit. There was man, that trailer was only Scarlet and Violet part. I think was only 9 minutes long or something,
Yeah,
but
but there was so much in those 9 minutes.
we literally talked about it for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't really pay attention to anything else. I just saw some of Pokemon Cafe, which I mean I don't play. But apparently Mewtwo is hungry, so he's returning to Pokemon Cafe. There
I
were
don't.
so many comments in Pokemon Presents. People were just triggering me. Someone put it. Maybe we're gonna get a Mew 3. I was like, see, this is why I don't talk to other people that play Pokemon. Why would they make Mew 3?
Well, was there a Mewtwo?
That's because it was genetically. And why are people gonna be like, you know what we need to do? Mew 3.
Why not? There's flying Pikachu with crystallized balloons.
That's true. I mean, they're just throwing all the rows out the window in Scarlet.
It's their world. We just live in it.
Yeah,
It's a Paldean region.
basically. There's like rules don't apply here.
No, we make our own rules in the Paldea region.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's it. Briefly, David and I a few weeks ago were invited to our local Comic Con, and then we went. It was cool to see the community. Like it was very busy. Like
Yeah,
they had a lot of people there. Um, it was cool to see the local community come out and support like an event like that. Yeah, it was interesting, you know? It wasn't really for me. It was very much like all anime stuff, like every vendor sold the same thing, which is interesting to me that it was like all basically anime with a few Pokemon things and Funko Pops. Like those are the three vendors that I saw basically and food. Like those are
yeah,
the only three types of vendors we saw. And then it was interesting though that it was basically all anime because of the fact that they are hosting like an anime convention as well. I'm like, how much more anime could you get? Like, ugh. You know what I mean? Like this is all it was. That's all there was to do there.
basically. It was okay. It wasn't the best. I guess I had really high expectations.
Same, but yeah, it was fun. But we'll leave it there. In the meantime, we are continuing our journey on Pokemon Go. I'm trying not to be triggered every day with that fucking daily incense that came out. I don't remember if we've talked about it or not the last time we recorded. It's been like 2 or 3 weeks since we recorded, but oh, this shit pisses me off. I got that Moltres, the Galarian Moltres that came that other day. Oh, it was so fucking beautiful, and it just fucking ran away.
85 to 99% escape rate because Pokemon Go hates us.
Yeah. And then I'm seeing everybody post that they caught it. I'm like, how did y'all fucking catch it everywhere? How did
They
everybody catch it except me?
they just throw in one Pokemon game lucky, basically.
Like, how did they all catch it except me? It's like the whole world caught it except Abel.
I can't because I don't like to move and I just activate it and I'm just like sit down. So it doesn't
Oh,
work for me.
yeah, it won't work.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. Pokemon Go is trying to encourage me to walk and I don't like it.
I tell Dave, we're for our listeners, we live in South Texas. It is fucking hot here. Okay. Today it was over 100 degrees and I went
You,
outside. I was outside with the world and nature so I could fucking play this game.
you
And it was
you
like,
start sweating just standing around.
Like as soon as you walk to your car, you're fucking sweating.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking gross
Sweating
here.
in my car.
Yeah, with the AC on full blast, you're still
Mm-hmm.
sweating. But yeah, so Pokemon Go. I'm currently using who am I using? Who's my partner? Who's your partner right now, David?
Shiny Haunter, because I have all Ghastly.
Okay, let me see mine. It is because I've changed mine, but I'm trying to like evolve them. Oh yeah, goodbye, Gabite, Gabite.
Goodbye.
I'm trying to evolve mine. Trying to
I
evolve a
just
lot of
want
them,
a
but
really strong Charmeleon, and I'm trying to evolve him. But before that, I want to get Shiny Gengar.
mm, yeah, I was telling David before we started recording, I got a shiny Magikarp, so I'm pretty excited because I'll be able to do shiny Gyarados now. I only need like 70 more candies, 70, but we'll see. Yeah, that's all for this week's podcast. Thank you guys for listening. We'll talk to you guys next week.